Hey everybody, this is Bauski, and hi! Been gone a while, and I was taking a break because let me tell you guys, you play a little bit too much Starcraft and you get a little burned out, and you're getting all serious about playing and trying to ladder and get to diamond, and you're also trying to cast too much, and then you just get sick of everything. So I took a week and just played stupid games like okay, they aren't stupid because somebody had to make them and they put time and energy into it. Poker Defense was what I did. Won the game finally in its latest update, so hell yeah for me. And started laddering again and been watching GOM TV's version of what's been happening on OSL for the WCS Season 2 Korea. And yeah, I finally gotten back to feeling alright about playing and casting again. So here I am to cast one of my old favorite players, DJHelium, and some guy named Inzane. But let's start with the proper introductions. Down in the bottom left, as a red Zerg, we have DJHelium. And in the top right, as a blue Terran, we have from the clan Inzane. Yeah. And this map is of course called, I don't remember what it's called, but you guys know what this map is. It's that one that looks like Star Station, but it's actually a 1-1 map. And oh, I forgot to hide this, so there we go. Everybody ignore the man behind the curtains. And yeah, let's get on with the game. We have DJHelium here scouting in Inzane's base to see what is actually going on here. We see that Inzane has taken a quick gas, and now DJHelium decides to leave before he gets stuck in this hellhole of a place. Inzane, meanwhile, gets ready to put down that supply depot, blocks successfully, and starts on Reaper production. Back at DJHelium's place, we have a spawning pool coming up after a quick hatchery, and both things are coming up pretty well as an extractor, going for that quick speed most likely to deal with taking map control back from the Reapers that are soon to be coming. First Reaper is coming up, and the orbital command has been made, and what's most popular these days is to start getting the reactor on the barracks and start on the second command center and then put down a factory. So says Bomber, and we will see if Inzane decides to follow. Oh, here's a CC, and I'm waiting for the reactor, and then we'll see if we get the factory as well. Gas for Inzane has started up. Queen at first and second base going as well, and 8 Zerglings is a key number here, folks, as he decides to try and scare off this Reaper here, who's just coming in to see what's going on. Nothing really too big here. Even tries to get the Reaper with a couple of the workers, but isn't able to. Tries to micro away one of the Zerglings to save it, but isn't quite able to. But this Reaper is on its deathbed as it... Oh, wow, nice maneuvering to almost get it out of here, but the Queens are almost done, and but the Reaper gets out alright. And the second Reaper has finally come, but with the Queen and the 4 or 5 Zerglings left, not really a problem. Back at Inzane's place, we have DJHelium's other 2 Zerglings from the pack of 8 has stopped the CC from producing, and here's that reactor, and here's the factory, and another quick command center has gone down. This is actually not Bomber, folks, but Keen did this in the GSL round of 32s against Rain, so it'll be very interesting to see what kind of thing happens here. The Reapers have come back home to defend against this horrible thing that has happened to his very late command center, and a barracks with Tech Lab is going down, and that, I guess, would mean that we're gonna see some bioplay after some point, but Inzane at this point is supply blocked. Meanwhile, back at DJHelium's base, we have the third hatchery, I'm sorry, I was about to say command center going down, and speed is finally done. We'll see if DJHelium wants to go for any kind of quick layer here, but yeah, with the second extractor going down, we can probably expect for the layer to come down at some quick point. But until then, DJHelium, all DJHelium has are these bunches of lings. What is 16 minus 2? 14 lings to take map control, and they pass by while Inzane goes for a very interesting Reaper, double Reaper, triple Hellion push. Usually it's 4 Hellions, but he was, supply blocked. So he decides to push out, but the Zerglings, meanwhile, have gone in and have started pushing into Inzane's, keeping him back here, and Inzane is forced to bring all of his Hellions and his Reapers back, and finally, here they are. One of the Hellions, ooh, nice micro from Inzane once more, getting that, saving that extra Hellion and being able to ward off all of the Zerglings. And DJHelium is forced to make another 14 Zerglings to take the map back. And Inzane, is he gonna try and push out again? I'm curious to see. Very curious to see. Looking back in Inzane's base, we have another barracks going up for a total of 4 barracks in the near future. Factory is still pumping out. Wait, no, the factory has started on another reactor while the barracks has taken the old reactor, and the third orbital keeps on pumping out more guys and more mules, and everything's dandy while Inzane tries to push out. Here is the magic number: 4 Hellions and 2 Reapers, but the 14 Zerglings, ooh, you gotta be careful. This is a micro battle for the ages as both players try to not lose any of these vital units. Nice placement of a queen by DJHelium on this third ramp here, and definitely with this queen as well. And if he gets a couple more Zerglings, like, well, yeah, let's say 18. Let's say 18. Then DJHelium's going to be in a very safe place as he tries to get to layer tech, which he has started on. These Inzane's guys still try to get some work done. Again, a nice crisscross from Inzane, but finally the Zerglings are too fast and take out pretty much all of Inzane's stuff. And DJHelium decides to move out now with, what is 24 minus 4? 20 Zerglings. These Zerglings have taken down that Hellion, and these 24 Zerglings start spreading out, taking map control, just to make sure that Inzane isn't trying to do anything tricky at the front. And he sees that Inzane has gone Marauders and Marines with one singular bunker there, and more barracks come out, and 1-1 has started being researched, while 1-1 for DJHelium is about 4/5 of the way done, with Spire soon coming out. Starport has been added with the reactor, and double medevacs are also coming, and a reactor has been put on that factory, and soon we shall see the bread and butter of the recent turn style of medevacs, widow mines, and Marines and Marauders pushing until the Zerg dies, blah blah blah. So it'll be very interesting to see how DJHelium deals with this, because I strongly believe at this point TVZ is kind of on the Terrence favoring side here. Oh, interestingly, DJHelium getting that burrow research, maybe perhaps we may see, and especially with the centrifugal hooks, I think we're going to see some baneling mines as well as speed banelings on the creep for defense. And the Spire is still coming up, and DJHelium using that gas now for the banelings. And we'll probably soon see some mutas coming in to join the fray as well. But now Inzane decides that this is the time to go in and stemming four of the Marines to the front, just to get a good scout on as what is going to happen. The banelings have been made quite at a good time. Nice micro from both players, and yeah, Inzane actually surviving with a pretty good bunch of units. And he's gonna drop down here once more to start saving some of these guys. But he's got to be careful though, because these Zerglings can be devastating against Marauders. And finally the mutas start coming out, but only with 5 it's going to be a rather dangerous mix. And meanwhile, I guess I missed a little bit of Zergling attack coming in from the side here. But with 3 command centers, orbital commands having been around for so long, I don't think Inzane's at a worry of a loss of SCVs at all. Not at all. In fact, what he's actually worried about is probably taking that third while he does another push. And so another command center is being made at the 3rd spot. More Widow Mines coming out. 2-2 quickly being taken, while Infestation Pit is the answer that DJHelium has, as he spreads more creep out to further the defenses. The Mutalisk coming back in, seeing as how they couldn't do enough harassment, question mark, I don't know what they were trying to do. And a scan goes down to take out all of these creep tumor, some of these mutas being taken out in the middle, and he's gonna have to be careful here. Widow Mine's going and destroying a ton of Zerglings, but the Banelings do the damage they need to do, and Inzane is forced to go back home with not a bunch of units. Mutalisks are in a dangerous spot here, and DJHelium is definitely going to lose all of them as he pushes in a little too much. Widow Mine's making nice contact here, but DJHelium just has too much stuff, and he just pushes into Inzane's main base, destroying his backlog army. This is putting Inzane in a pretty difficult position. Mutas attack the front, kind of a mistake. But now DJHelium is at the front of Inzane's base, which rarely happens in a TVZ. And if it does, it means that the Z is in a semi-difficult place, because it makes it hard for him to take that 4th. A scan going down to see that burrowed Zergling, and that burrowed Zergling is going to go down. But Inzane has missed the millions of Zerglings that have hidden away to the side over here. Meanwhile, back in the production, we have Inzane going for those quick drilling claws. 2-2 is almost finished. And meanwhile, DJHelium decides to go for the quick flyer attack while taking that 4th, fully saturating it, and taking that 5th. So it'll be interesting to see why he decides to take the flyers. With these Zerglings and Baneling forces, DJHelium has a very nice defense against drops and the pushes that will come here. Baneling scouting, which is an interesting aspect I've never thought about, and bunch more Muta have come out to do a bit of scouting and possibly deny these pushes that are coming along. Inzane's small little troop coming in to start attacking this 4th here. DJHelium deciding not to do anything. Oh no. Hesitates a little and decides to come in and take down this siege tank and the medevacs. And this hatchery is going to survive, just barely. Meanwhile, DJHelium comes in to deal with the rest of this army, and hesitates on the micro for a second, but does pretty decent damage. And but Inzane just has too much, and is going for his 3-3, putting him in a pretty good place. And after he has a bit more, he's going to be able to trade Zerglings to Marines quite efficiently every single time. Widow Mines have been popped up so that they don't take too much damage, and Zerglings come into the force of Inzane's base to do a little more harassment, but Inzane is right on top of that. Let's go to the unit production here for a second, just to see how many drones to workers we have. 93 to 77 SCVs, quite a lot. And the Mutalisk back at home, just defending around. And more Zerglings are being produced by DJHelium to defend this very wide 5-base section that he has. Inzane knowing the weakest point and coming in from the right side. There are plenty of Zerglings on this Zelnaga tower, however, to see where Inzane is coming from. And DJHelium moves in, trying to take care of all of these Widow Mines. Widow Mines quick on the burrowing. However, Ultralisks are now finally out with the Mutalisks, and the Mutas come in and the Ultralisks come in to take care of a lot of this army, and the Widow Mines and the army retreats back home quickly, and another big push of Inzane's army comes in. And DJHelium's going to have to be careful, but he has no worries, because he just got a ton of Zerglings and Banelings once more. And the Ultralisks, he is up to a count of 6 Ultralisks, putting him in a pretty decent place. Man, I wish he'd transfuse on that one. Another push by Inzane coming down from the right side once more. DJHelium knows about it, trying to get into a decent position. It's a pretty hard choked micro, that is for certain. These Zerglings getting the first bit of enemies. Baneling's getting caught in an awkward position. And this debris field here, nicely done by Inzane, and the debris field kind of helps him out. And now this drop is heading into DJHelium's main base, and this can be incredibly hard for DJHelium to deal with it if he doesn't know about it. He has seen them, and these Mutalisks could possibly take care of it, but oh, be careful of the Mutas! Drop still continuing into DJHelium's third. No, just kidding. Main, and Inzane finally comes in. Meanwhile, DJHelium just making more units back at his fifth. DJHelium now, or Inzane, pushing in with a massive army, a good army against buildings, but DJHelium defends against that nicely, and Inzane tries to do a bit more harass in different places. The Mutalisks are here, and with their one attack, they're doing fairly well against the not enough Marines, and the little harassment units are taken out, while more harassment tries to take place in the middle here, and this Overseer is gonna die, and yeah, DJHelium's gonna have to be careful, because with no Overseer, he's put into a hard place. Does Inzane know about this back Ultralist squadron, though? No, and now he is gonna lose a bunch of his units, as there aren't enough medevacs to take care of this, and yeah. So Inzane once again is pushed back as he tries to make more and more units. Ooh, interesting. Nice banelings at the top here. And yeah, Inzane has not scouted these, doesn't know about them. And his defenses is three command centers at the planetary fortresses at the front. But it looks like he's running out of steam on the production front, as these ultras take the damage. But they're heavy units, and they can do it. These queens trying to transfuse as much as they can. Now a couple more Overseers joining the party, just to make sure that he doesn't get blown up by the Widow Mines too much anymore. And both players have kind of settled down as they try to get more upgrades and more units, especially for Inzane. But Inzane's doing quite well on the production units here, getting more starports, and actually probably thinking of moving into some kind of Sky Terran feel, where DJHelium has denied Inzane's fifth now, and Inzane's gonna have to go back and repair this back at home. And meanwhile, all of these Ultralisks come in from the front and destroy all of these planetary fortresses. And Inzane's army is finally here to push back. And the Ultralisks, ooh, nice baiting of the Widow Mine, or the Banelings here. But all of the Ultralisks get taken care of now. And Inzane has quite a huge army, comparable to comparing units here. We have a very strong army for Inzane to push out with, while DJHelium only has the Mutalisks right now to rely on to harass and keep Inzane on the back foot while he makes more units to fight against this gigantic army. The Muta's able to do great damage again. Have to run away from these 3/3 Marines, however, and plenty of turrets are going down at Inzane's base. And now the Muta's going back down. Another base being put down for DJHelium in the oddest of places. Why not here? Oh well, a one's going down there as well. And the Mutalisks or the Ultralisks have finally come out, and more Zerglings decide to join the fray. And both players are again at 200 units. Both players trying to get a good place to move in from. The Mutalisks take care of this blocks over here, and the Ultralists are ready to come in. Meanwhile, Inzane taking a different approach, coming in from the side, and now both players are in very similar situations, reverse situations of how they were before. One Widowmine hit kind of hurts the Mutalist, but not too much. And all of these Ultralists just coming in here, but with nice little scoop maneuvers, the Ultralist takes some damage, and the Mutalist finally coming in to deal some damage against the Medivacs, but move back first, and now the Ultralists are coming back as well. And Inzane at 161 units right now to 200 as DJHelium decides to get more Ultralists and keep on spreading the creep and getting that final hatchery. Mutalist coming here to destroy that tower and keep Inzane on the back foot as he goes into the main to deal a bit more damage, taking care of Marauders, taking care of the turrets, and Inzane at this point decides to kind of move out. Ultralist pushing at the front a bit more and taking care of a couple more supply depots, and Inzane now pushing into DJHelium's 6th, and DJHelium starts to burrow his gas drones and loses the hatchery, but not a big deal since he has another hatchery here. And the Muta is doing quite a good job, doing some great harassment over here, killing some more SCVs, which isn't really a problem since at this point, you know, they want to get more army units anyway. So the Mutas drag the army back over here while the Ultralists come in, trying to deny this 5th from taking place. And finally the 5th is taken down and more SCVs go down. But a lot of Ultralists biting the bullet right now, and the Mutalists not doing anything at the main. And army supplies are now at 182 to 182 with, and Inzane, although slightly low on money, has a pretty decent army, but a lot of his supply is actually in workers, so Inzane is on his back foot, especially if we look at the banks, as DJHelium has 4,000, whereas Inzane is on his last footing, but keeps on producing. And actually, if you put all of his army together, has a substantial army. The Ultralists come back in the 5th again and finish off most of the SCVs now, putting Inzane at one very mineral-light planetary fortress. And some of these queens are going to die here, but it's a loss worth taking since DJHelium at this point can make whatever units he wants and he'll be okay. Some Banelings coming into the fray once more, and Inzane trying to make that 5th pop out again. More turrets going down. Mutas, meanwhile, are at Inzane's 3rd, taking down some more SCVs. And they've really earned their money, I guess? I don't know. They've done a great job, and finally they're gonna get taken out. But for the longest time, they've really made it worth their while. And now the 5th being denied once more by DJHelium with the Ultralists. And Inzane at this point decides, this is the time, I'm going to push out, it doesn't matter what happens. Zergling's coming into the planetary fortress, of course being defended by the SCVs, no problem at all. And now finally Inzane moving in to destroy the 6th here and destroy the 5th. Even with a ton of spine crawlers, not a lot can be done at this huge army that Inzane has. However, DJHelium just biding his time as he maxes out on Ultralists and Banelings, and once Inzane tries to take this 4th base from DJHelium, DJHelium's going to just come in and rock his world. One Muta out here by the 6th, just hanging out, going to get taken down by this Marine, which is crazy. And DJHelium trying to get into a good position. Inzane spots this and tries to maneuver around it as well, putting the Widow Mines down where he feels like he needs to. And both players kind of in a very interesting position. Now the DJHelium moves in, the Ultralists a little sooner than they need to be, and a lot of Widow Mines in the back, but they're going to get taken, a lot of the hits are going to be taken by this Ultralist here, and the Ultralist from the front just kind of destroy all of Inzane's units, and Inzane is now forced to retreat. Good news is both players are at a very low econ game now. A couple of mutas here to take down these SCVs once more. And meanwhile, DJHelium probably is going to push in with these Ultralists at a good time. Ultralists actually decide to join in with the Mutalists. No, just kidding. And the Mutalists once more go back to do a bit of damage against these SCVs. And Inzane's army is drawn into the fray to deal with it. But there are two Banelings in beautiful place and takes out a good group of Marines. And there are now too many Mutalists, and they take out all of the Marines, and the Marauders can't do anything, and Inzane calls GG. What a frickin' fantastic game. I mean, there were so many things going on that I could not possibly keep up with how great these guys actually are. And I apologize to the viewers for that, just because these guys were multitasking their asses off. Great game. I've never seen people take so many bases on this on this particular map. So it's very incredible to see. The Ultralists were pretty useful, I have to say. I wish there was another unit that DJHelium could have used to maybe really pull through the win there, but he managed quite well with the Banelings and the Ultralists and the Mutalists, and yeah, I mean, it could have gone either way. It was such a close game, especially once Inzane decided to push over here, and then here, really putting DJHelium on the back foot as well. So good play from both of them. Thanks to DJHelium for uploading the replay, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I hope you guys enjoyed the cast, and right, all of that other shtick stuff. If you guys want your games casted or want to try casting and think you can do better than me, obviously you can. Go to reddit.com/r/casted, and yeah, visit the community, say hi, ask how you can get started, and just join in. And if you actually enjoyed my casting and want your game specifically casted by me, send your replay to bauski.sc2@gmail.com, and I promise I will get right on that. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.